Whereas Julie Chrisley isn't arranged to complain of jail life as her spouse Todd, it still doesn't cruel that she's had it the simple way. Within the most recent circular of letters that Savannah examined to fans on her Opened podcast, the 51-year-old reviewed feeling a fear so profound, she thought she wouldn't be able to handle it without her spouse Todd, who shockingly is additionally serving his own jail sentence at another office. Julie Chrisley, points of interest jail test that left her so shaken she fell apart. Julie Chrisley may be a breast cancer survivor, and you'll envision how frightened she would be to get a determination that will cruel that her cancer is coming back. On Tuesday's scene of her podcast, Savannah examined out loud letters she'd gotten from her mother to fans. After getting fans familiar with the thought that her mother may well get an early discharge due to the jail courses she's so promptly taking, she moreover uncovered something of a darker nature. Dated February 2, 2023, fair beneath a month after she and her spouse detailed to jail in January of that same year, Julie reviewed being called in to see the jail specialist. I strolled in considering it was gynecology. I sat down with the specialist, and she continues to let me know that my ACAG level was tall, 10.2. Usually a pregnancy hormone. It ought to not be that tall. In the event that it were a small higher, I would test positive on a pregnancy test. Since that's not a plausibility, it could be a sign of a tumor, Julie shared. I literally fell apart, she wrote. How can this be happening? I'm planning to have blood work revamped and get a filter. I've not told anybody, and I'm not progressing to until I know what's going on. I'm so frightened. I fair need my spouse, Todd Chrisley. I do not know on the off chance that I can do this without him. Julie is, however, serving her decreased 5-year jail sentence in Lexington, Kentucky, whereas her spouse Todd, 54, is additionally serving a decreased 10-year sentence in government jail Camp Pensacola in Florida for their money-related wrongdoings. Savannah Chrisley blames U.S. detainment facilities of lacking educated doctors and appropriate well-being care. Talking on the letter and how it made her feel, Savannah said, "This right here is a culminate illustration of the need of well-being care merely get within the framework, and how they're not the foremost taught doctors that work for the BOP." She went on to charge them of not caring, saying, "They tell your family completely nothing. I wasn't informed of any of this." She included, "They do not care. In the event that my mother were to go to the clinic, I would not know. And to think of her sitting there worrying about, oh my God, my cancer may be back." In 2012, Julie was analyzed with breast cancer and experienced a twofold mastectomy. She too experienced a hysterectomy in 2013, sometime recently afterward sharing she was in reduction. A long time later in 2022, she cheerfully uncovered that her specialist had pronounced she not required to require tamoxifen, a cancer treatment that makes a difference avoid repeat. Be beyond any doubt to capture up on everything happening with the Chrisleys right now. Come back here frequently for all the Chrisley spoilers, news, and upgrades.